There is a myth, in fact, that the Coca-Cola company were the reason that Father Christmas, Santa Claus, is adorned in a jolly red and white outfit. This is not true.
Hello and welcome to our festive edition of the Pure Ideas podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Christmas IP, today with our senior patent attorney Sam Jinks, and I am Danni Wiz. We're going to be discussing patents in more detail in our next podcast, but if you could briefly explain what exactly a patent is, please, Sam.
Hello, I'm Sam and I'm a patent attorney. So, patents. Patents are a form of formal IP which protect the features of a thing, a process, a medicament, a medical device, in some cases software, algorithms, that kind of thing, and it's really to do with how it works and less to do with what it looks like or its brand name. So, remaining on the subject of patents and Christmas IP in general, the first one, some bright spark came up with the idea of a mould for making snowmen. This particular case has actually been granted in various places. It looks like a series of moulds that you put one on top of each other. Inventive nonetheless. One for the sort of British Christmas lunch lovers, Brussels sprouts. Everybody finds peeling Brussels sprouts a chore apparently, so in the 1980s somebody took the initiative to invent and file a patent application for a machine that strips the outer layer of Brussels sprouts off. This one didn't also in fact grant. It's no longer in force, but I wonder how many people they caught infringing that patent. For the safety conscious among us, a fire extinguisher that you could put in your Christmas tree that would put out a fire. Filed in 2007, and I'm not sure many people are putting candles in them that late, but you never know. Edible gift wrap for pets, not for the pets themselves, for presents for your pets. And these are just a few of the sort of slightly mad ideas that people have sought to get patent protection for with the Christmas theme. There is a myth, in fact, that the Coca-Cola company were the reason that Father Christmas, Santa Claus, is adorned in a jolly red and white outfit. This is not true. Father Christmas was being drawn for many years before Coca-Cola got involved in the advertising for Christmas, and was drawn in the 1860s. In fact, a chap called Thomas Nast drew Santa Claus for Harper's Weekly in 1862, and Santa was a small elf-like figure who supported the Union. Now, Nast continued to draw Santa for 30 years, changing the colour of his coat from tan to the red he's known for today. This was long before Coca-Cola. However, the iconic Coca-Cola Christmas advert is, to some people, the epitome of Christmas. And so the red and white Santa has been associated with Coca-Cola and Christmas ever since.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
I'm not sure Christmas has even started until we've seen the Coca-Cola Christmas advert.
I completely agree. Christmas doesn't start until you see the Christmas adverts. And then this year, the controversial advert is the Audi advert. So the eagle-eyed among you would have spotted that Cuthbert the Caterpillar is being arrested and escorted by two zesty policemen at the beginning of the advert. So this is a reference to their copyright infringement claim between Cuthbert the Caterpillar and Colin the Caterpillar earlier on this year. So it just shows you how all-encompassing intellectual property really is. So if you're interested in learning more about this, have a look at the article recently published on our website.
Very good. And in fact, the whole advert is a sort of parody of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. There's another subject of IP that we could cover in some detail, I'm sure, about parodies. And just to wrap up a sort of Christmas update, did you know that there are trademarks in place for the word Christmas? Well, not truly the word Christmas, but Christmas and Happy Christmas are protected in the UK as trademarks. These are device marks, they're not really the word, and they're in specific classes, these being software, media, games and entertainment. But imagine if the word Christmas was trademarked.
Thankfully, the word for Christmas isn't trademarked. Otherwise, we would all be a bit scuppered this year and every year during the festive season because we wouldn't be allowed to use the word Christmas for certain goods and services, which would be a nightmare. So, if after listening to today's podcast you have any questions, please be sure to contact Pure Ideas, and you can also listen to our full-length episode coming in the early next year on patents. But for now, we'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.